Hello, and welcome to the Marketing Matters series from the Partner Marketing Group. Today, we'll be talking about what your channel needs. According to a recent report by Sirius Decisions, channel marketers report that less than 20% of their partners are regularly participating in their demand generation efforts. We've seen other surveys that show that partners use less than 10% of materials provided by software publishers they work with. So if you're wondering what's driving this lack of interest in your channel marketing program, we're going to talk a little bit about what that might be and give you some tips. We talk to channel marketers every day, and we certainly have some insight into the biggest reasons why your partners may not be adopting your materials. To start with, we have a very crowded landscape. Based on surveys that we've done at the Partner Marketing Group, including our technology survey that comes out every year, more than 67% of software and technology resellers sell more than one publisher's products. Marketing programs that don't recognize this and don't provide relevant materials or incentives to help partners stand out with your products are likely to yield poor results. Your channel partners also are struggling with very limited resources. We share this image a lot because it's a good example of what marketing today needs to do. And in many channel partners, this graphic is really run by one or maybe two people. So if your channel consists mostly of small to medium resellers, their resources are going to be very limited. They're wearing a lot of hats. So your programs really need to be easy to execute for even the smallest partners. But of course, they also have to be scalable and modular for those who have the resources to do more and want to break out. Another big challenge, particularly for smaller partners, are what we call incomplete programs. We all know marketing is about consistent integrated touches, yet we see so often software publishers providing only a single email instead of a campaign, or perhaps a content piece with really no additional guidance on how a partner can use it. Inconsistent programs, content that's really outdated, or campaigns that are difficult to execute are just going to result in your materials being ignored. Your brand matters to you, and your partner's brand matters to them. So the more your partners can customize the materials, the better. Again, we look at the smaller and larger partner. For a smaller partner, simply adding a logo might be enough. But for larger partners who really want their brand identity to shine, you can consider offering the original files so that they can add more of the branding elements throughout the piece. Of course, you're going to have some parameters that you need to put around that, but the more flexibility you can give those larger partners, the more likely that they'll bring those materials into their marketing plan. Another thing that we see a lot is a lack of training. Just throwing an email template out there or posting a few sales sheets for downloads really aren't going to work unless you show your partners how, when, why, and where to effectively promote the pieces and programs you create. So remember again, lack of resources and a really crowded marketplace. Where you can differentiate is by giving some guidance, some hand holding, some training so that your pieces are really staying top of mind. Remember, too, your channel may not know all of the marketing best practices, and they may not have some advanced knowledge of ways that they can use the materials a little bit differently. And that's where training can really come into it. Now, I mentioned competition before. It's a crowded marketplace, but in many cases, that competition might be with you. If you have a direct sales force, then be prepared to have to work harder to win that loyalty from your channel. So, from our experience, competition with your direct sales force is the number one reason channel partners give for not aggressively marketing your solution. So, if that is the case, then again, your marketing materials really have to be at such a level that it's going to encourage the partners to want to use them no matter what. So, how do you become a hero to your channel and get the engagement that you need? Take a deep look at your own programs. Are you struggling with any of these challenges that I just shared? And how can you potentially address them? Another thing to think about is, do you regularly survey your channel to find out what they need and what they think of what you're providing? If you're putting materials out there, you're getting some uptake. Ask the people who are using them how you can make them better, and ask the people who aren't what they're looking for and why they're not using it. You're spending money on these programs. So if you can put in place a review process that again, looks internally but also externally, it's really going to help you with your ROI. The Partner Marketing Group has extensive experience working with software publishers. Most of us come from publishers, but also have worked within the channel. So we really see channel programs and channel marketing needs from both sides. So we can help assess your current program. We can help you build strategies, develop content and campaigns, and even train your channel and work with them one to one if that's something that you need. So everything we do could be to partner, like training and assessments, as well as providing some guides, and then through partner, giving you the programs that will guarantee your partners will use them. So with that, thank you for joining us for Marketing Matters today, and we hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.